Last session, in a search for the relic of the goddess Arcana, the group were told to check the farms. Mira also having to agree to meet with a farmer on his family farm and decided to start their searches there. Upon looking through some of the fields, farm animals, the brewery equipment, they were able to locate said artifact in being used as kind of like a kindling source for distilling the drinks at this farm. Upon finding the relic, the group was met by a bright flash where they found themselves in presence of the goddess herself. And this is where we will join things. Everyone roll initiative.
Fudge. Give me a moment. Select roll. Hey, 16.
Okay, so that I guess Mr. Skull goes first. Yeah, as I describe, just to give you a refresher here, you all see a woman kind of clad in like long flowing robes that seem to be like altering in color as you look at them. Symbols of magic are embroidered on them. They seem to be moving around on there. Long flowing kind of golden hair that almost radiates like the color that would be like radiant energy. Her eyes are black that appear to be like looking at stars and stuff like stars in the galaxy, like the night sky. Everyone give me a perception check as well.
Perception.
Okay, Neil dear, you're in a
It's gonna
library.
be one of those nights.
You the room you're in is kind of a library. It's besides her, it's filled with countless bookshelves filled with different tomes. Can't read what they say on the side of them or anything like that. Skull and Jameson, you both see the same that as well, but you can make out some of the books. They seem to be saying different things like realms of magic on them, spell names. You see a lot of the names that seem familiar, like great mages and stuff throughout history. But you also notice you're in this room alone. None of the other party members are in the same room with you. It's just you and the goddess.
Oh.
So we're going to start with Mountain Blood first. As she kind of goes up to you. As she talks, the whole room trembles. You can't make out what she's saying. I think. Let me double check your language.
Is it celestial?
Like I said, we're just dealing with Mountain Blood at this point.
Okay.
For me, I think it's just common and giant, if I remember right. Let's see, let me look. Common, giant, and undercommon.
Okay. As you cannot understand what she is saying.
Hang on.
As she seems to be talking in kind of like a singing angelic like voice.
I'm going to cast comprehend languages upon myself.
As she's realizing you don't understand her, she starts speaking in common anyways.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, dear. I thought you could understand my language, the language of the gods. I apologize. Seemed to have wasted a spell slot. As she kind of waves over you, you feel a magic pulse kind of pulse through your body as you gain that spell slot back.
Oh. Thank you.
So you seem to have found my relic long lost to the ages. Have you not?
Yeah. Or so it seems we come across one.
Quite well. Here, have a seat. There's tables and stuff throughout there that are also spread covered in books. As she kind of goes to one, she waves her hand. The books all fly up to the air and go into like their respective spots in the shelves. Keep in mind, these bookshelves are like 40, 50, 100 feet high, some of them, full of books, as they fly off in all directions.
Quite amazing.
And you go sit down at the place she opened?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. As a matter of respect, yes, I will go sit down.
Yeah, the chairs on there, they're not like basic library chairs. They're like big, comfortable, padded, like Victorian era seats.
Quite comfortable.
Yep, you sit in them, your body just sinks in there, and you just feel relaxed and kind of focused as well. As she waves her hand, is basically she's about to sit on nothing. As she starts sitting down, the chair kind of like slides up and goes right behind her as she sits down. So, young one, what is it you come seeking for today?
Mount Blood thinks for a minute. What is it are you able to grant?
I could grant you power, knowledge, many things. Lost arcane knowledge, knowledge of the mortal plane, of other realms. It is something, if it is known to someone, it is known to me at some point in this world, timelines exist, this times exist.
Um,
Knowledge of the very fabric that connects the universe together, how magic flows from person to person, from realm to realm. Knowledge about the person you seek.
Person that I seek. Are you able to grant ability to see what will happen at the end of our trek in this adventure?
I am the god of knowledge, not the god of foresight or time.
Or at least
How your path plays out, that is not for me to know or you find out. I can get you information that will help you seek ending that story, but not how it will end.
Yes, I wish to seek the knowing of said adventure, not help guide me in the right direction of that, if that makes sense. I wish to seek the knowledge of that, of what lies ahead, to help guide us better.
Yes, the right direction is subjective. What might be the right direction for you might not be the right direction for one of your colleagues or people you know. Tell me, young one, what does magic mean to you?
Magic mean to me? Magic is something fairly new for me. I believe knowledge is something that is beyond my physical self that allows me to do what I'm able to do on this plane, on this realm. And being able to tap into that helps me further get to my goal before the end of this mortal life that I have.
That is a good way of looking at it, yes. So you wish to have knowledge on who you seek.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it that you seek the most at this point?
I wish to know what my enemy knows. Know what he plans. What he's hoping to do to help so I can help prevent any future catastrophes from happening.
So you in part wish to do what he is trying to accomplish as well. Prevent catastrophe. When you are probably not aware of that is happening as well. But yes, I can tell you what the Lich is planning. He's trying to make an army of the best you can immortal soldiers to deal with, protect the country he calls home. We see that doing through means of undead immortality of some kind. Unfortunately, that means collapsing the relic my sister has given this area to protect it from that same catastrophe. He's still finding the means to undo that, but he is close. So very close. Now has means to infiltrate the city with one of his other minions has accomplished. I believe you've met with those situations firsthand. What?
I believe I have.
Very well. I hope this information is fruitful to you. I have a gift for you as well. As she kind of waves her hand around, a bottle appears out of thin air. Waves her other hand around a bit as she's like holding this bottle in her left hand. As the air in here seems to coalesce, flow into this a vial. As she puts a popper on it, as you get handed this prismatic liquid, as if she floats it over, gently gets floated over to you.
Grasp it carefully, and then ask, "What is this that you have presented to me?"
I have granted you the essence of my very realm. You have felt it not too long ago in a much simpler, easier to grasp fashion. As she has handed you a bottle of basically liquid magic. It lets you regain up to a third level spell slot upon consuming it.
Oh, thank you. I will use this when the time is right. I appreciate your gift onto me.
Okay. So with that, we're gonna jump over to Jameson. That you are in this room, this library by yourself, and you see the lady standing there as I described her. Ah, yes, Mr. Jameson. Welcome to my realm, young one. How are you today?
Is she speaking in common?
She is speaking in Celestial,
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
but I'm pretty sure I remember
Respond
looking
in
at
kind.
yours. You speak that, if I recall.
Because he was in a monastery. It was part of his studies. So it would make sense that he'd be able to speak Celestial. He will graciously bow. He'll do a right arm across his belly, left arm behind his back, and bow. Goddess.
Ah, thank you. No need for such exquisite formalities, but it is appreciated nonetheless.
Good, he's gonna take a bottle and start drinking.
Does nothing for you, but you still consume it anyways. Ah, the
To be
of mortals.
an all-powerful being that doesn't have to remember.
Oh, I remember everything. I have to
Not in
remember
the same
everything.
way. Not in the same way mortals do.
I suppose you are not wrong in that respect. So,
I mean, no disrespect on that either.
so what brought you to seek out my relic and find me?
My allies.
Yes, you have just met them, as well as you have met my sister and one of her relics before. Give me, an Arcana check.
Okay. I was gonna argue religion check, but there's no difference between the two of them.
And now give me a history check as well. Okay, because you remember when you found the relic for, I think I said it was Skiggy, correct? The shadow goddess?
Yep.
You met an avatar of the goddess when you were in there that wasn't the actual goddess themselves, but kind of like a representation of them that they laid in there. This seems different than that.
Yeah, I met a piece of Skiggy. Though this seems circumstantially different.
Yes, because you have come across my prime relic, so to speak. You are not meeting a fragment of myself like you did with her. You are in the very presence of my, as the best you could describe it, true being.
And to be so conspicuous.
Hide things in the most obvious places sometimes.
Kind of giggles and taps his nose. Understood.
So, I know you are not one of the magic variety. So, what
In a way.
is... In a way, yes, it's... I suppose it can be distilled down into a form of magic as well. A type of magic the body makes itself. Different than what a sorcerer has, but in a way the same.
Essence of one soul. Sorcerers are born with it, gifted by some being, much similar to a warlock. But I would say it's more close to what a wizard does.
Like you
Reflects
train the
and learns
body
and
instead of the
studies.
mind.
Exactly.
So, most people come seeking knowledge from me. Is there any knowledge you seek?
Kind of thinks for a second. I could ask for something selfish, but that would... He kind of gets a wry smile on his face. Be more or less cheating. No. No, more or less, if I had anything to say, it'd be a question to you. Be what is it that you want?
Something no one has asked me in many, many a year. Father, it is getting close to that time, it seems, as well. Huh. To break the loop would be something I would like, I guess.
Break the loop. All right. The loop of what?
The loop of the Allfather.
Well, do I, with my background and my training, do I know that this goddess is benevolent? She's not after evil intentions.
Nope, she is.
She's at worst.
Yeah, okay, give
She's
me
at
a
worst neutral.
religion. Yeah, give me a religion just to be sure.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, you vaguely remember seeing that this goddess is more just about learning knowledge. She doesn't, as any knowledge can be used for good or evil. She just wants to learn as much as she can.
And if I may be so bold, what exactly would you learn by the circle breaking?
Well, the circle, it is not, I wouldn't call it a circle, as it is not, it doesn't repeat itself the same, but it repeats itself nonetheless. Some events slightly different, happen different times, but I'm running out of things to learn in these loops.
Kind of thinks for a second. Well, if you were to offer up some idea as to how I can achieve that, I can definitely consider it.
There is a coming storm. That storm can be stopped in some way. Might not break the loop, but it might extend the loop for hope, which is something I could hope for.
All right. Gods and goddesses speaking in riddles is not beyond me. I could certainly try and figure out what this storm that is coming as to what you mean and what to do about it.
Give me an insight check.
11.
It seems like she wants to say more, but really can't either.
He'll make note of that. He won't push any further. He understands that even the gods have rules that they must follow.
She kind of waves her finger around as a book flies off one of the shelves and comes flying into you. It like floats towards you. What do you do with it?
Is she handing him the book?
Yeah, it's floating and hovering before you.
All right, he'll take it with two hands. Be like,
It reads Jameson Granite on the cover and spine of it.
he's not gonna open it. Let me. He kind of looks at her and goes, "Let me guess. The end is yet to be written."
Yes, the end is still. It is still being written at this time. Each book in here, or a lot of these books are the lives of people. As long as they are alive or known in this world, their book here exists. If they are ever forgotten, the book fades to dust. Now, when you're reborn through the cycle of rebirth that the Allfather has bent this world to, the book reforms and begins anew. However, your life is brought into this world. Maybe as another human, something else. That is all up to the Allfather.
Oh, that is of no concern to me. Well, not until I die. And he'll kind of push it back toward her to say, I don't want to read my history. I have no need of it.
And I will say, just for flair, as she was telling you that story about how they turned to dust, another book comes, like, he pulls another book out as it just slowly turns to dust before you.
Such is the cycle of life and souls.
As she takes the book back and sends it back to the shelf. Yes, I suppose it would be a boring read for you. You already know what's coming and what happens.
Until I reached a point where there's nothing written on the page. Though, it kind of holds up the bottle. This helps me forget.
Yes, there is quite a few pages of you.
Kind of looks at her. Well, it seems as though we are back to the start of our conversation. I will, as I said, take your appeal under advisement. Maybe breaking the cycle is what's good. Maybe keeping it as is what's best. Or maybe doing something different is what I'm destined to do. Not even you or I know that.
Ooh. Is there anything else you wish to know when you still have me?
As I said, the only thing I want to know is something that I have to earn. Asking you for that would be a little bit of a cheat, and
And
that's not how I am anymore.
What would you like to learn then? Because I am still curious. I won't tell you if you don't want, if I know.
You certainly do know. He kind of looks around. There's someone who's that my book is tied to. Kind of smiles.
Ah, yes. That. You'll have to tell me above game wimp because I do not know what you mean. I may have forgotten.
That's fine. He's a sailor, and he heard rumor of at one time a protogenical young fighter that looked very similar to him. So he assumes that it is his child, and he kind of wants to find them, but has been reluctant to because he feels as though he has failed them. So,
Yes. I do know the answer to that, but that is for you to learn in time then.
something I have to earn. He takes a sip.
Here, I have something else for you that you can sip on that might be. You might feel this as she like snaps her fingers. A bottle, a vial appears in front of her hand as she starts. Different than people. She kind of like does some signs with her hand as the air around here just seems like pour and condense inside the bottle. As a glowing liquid appears in there, she caps it off with a kind of like a really fancy looking cap, and the bottle floats over to you.
He'll take a sip.
Oh, no, don't drink that yet.
Oh.
It's not a. This is for emergencies. She says. I can hear them. How many key points do you have?
I have 12 in total.
Oh, okay. As you basically had, this is condensed key. Drink this bottle, and it will replenish about 5 points of your. A good chunk of your key, about 5 points.
Okay. He kind of looks and appreciated.
And with that, we're gonna jump over to Nildir.
What?
Ah, welcome, Nildir. Good to see you again. Wait, or this would be the first time we've met in person, then.
He will 100% take a knee, my lady.
Please, there is no need for formalities. You may stand.
As you wish.
Yeah, as you're looking in this room, I'll give this one as passive. You see a bunch of like books flying between the bookshelves in here, just hundreds of feet tall bookshelves. You can make out a few things they say, or actually, I forgot to check something. You speak Celestial.
I do not.
Okay, so yeah, she would have been said something to you in first that you would understand. Oh, yes, you do not speak Celestial. And then we'll go with that same what happened, so. It seems you have at last found this relic then, have you not? My prime relic then, it seems.
It appears so.
So what is it you come seeking to learn from me today? Come, let us sit while we discuss things. As she kind of waves her hand and does the same thing where like one of the messy tables, all the books just fly off and go onto different shelves. As you see a nice big Victorian chair sitting there for you to sit into. You sit down?
Yes.
Yeah, really comfortable chair. Never sat in a more comfortable chair throughout your entire life. And you seem to get more focus sitting in this chair as well. As she sits another one herself.
What it is I seek is unclear to me. I don't know my path, my destiny, what I'm supposed to do, how many times I've gone through this loop. It just feels like something is wrong, but I can't put my finger on it. The things that I remember are bits of fragmented history from who knows how many cycles ago, and it's all just a big mess. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do, if I'm meant for something greater. What my purpose is. It's just all so overwhelming.
Yes, your purpose is for you something you must find yourself, but with my knowledge, I can hopefully guide you along the way, as I feel you are close to discovering it. Point.
I I know not how many times I've been through this loop, how many different ways I've seen these events play out, but I feel like it's many more times than I could possibly comprehend, and I feel as if my memory has been altered, whether that's for the better or for the worse. But I all I have are fragments and pieces of time from I don't know how long ago.
Yes, you may be confused, but the memories you hold are true, as are the memories of people you have met claiming that are contradicting for the. As the
In
loop
Mhm.
you are referring to is not a perfect circle. Events play differently throughout it.
In all honesty, we sought the artifact not in the traditional sense of seeking knowledge, but mainly to keep it from the hands of those who would use it for destructive purposes.
Ah, yes, your friend Edwin, as he was once known, is Lot.
He cast aside that name long ago, as well as our friendship.
Yes, he cast aside his humanity to prevent against another oncoming slot he saw in the future.
It's still not clear to him that I'm not sure if the cycle repeats when their plan comes to fruition, what is the triggering event for the beginning of the loop once again. But I fear he does not understand that his plans are doomed to fail. He is broken from the start. No, he'll never fill his proverbial cup. No victory will ever really truly be enough for him.
Suppose that is one way to look at it too, yes, but I do believe his path is one way that, if done correctly, would prove victorious to him, but who knows how this loop will turn out. So, what is it, now that you're here, is there any knowledge that you wish to see to help you with your side, what your fate will be?
I have a question above game because we are essentially put into the artifact. Is it we are spiritually here, or are we physically here with our physical bodies? Because that really depends on, it really affects how I ask this next
Okay,
question.
I'm not going to tell you above game. I'm going to ask you to roll an Arcana check.
Fair. I will make that attempt. And we got a 25.
Okay, so yeah, give me a history check as well with advantage.
Hold on, I can find history on my sheet. I can find. Hold on. That 2029.
Okay. You get some good answers now. So, not too long ago, you were in the relic of the god of war, where you did see the best we describe would be avatar of the god. You could tell this was a realm created in the relic to do the test for something, and you weren't facing the actual god themselves when you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
This, what you're looking at when you look at her, you are not taken in presence of an avatar. This is the actual form of the goddess. You are in their actual realm, because this is basically a special artifact. You are actually meeting face to face with this god, like you did with the Allfather. And so it's got that same feeling as with when you meet face to face with him in your kind of your dream reality things.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, I do have one thing that I'm curious if you have more insight that you can help me gleam into, because it is a form of magic, but it is one that I'm not entirely familiar with. And since we are actually here, Nildir will go to take his right hand and pull the glove off of the golden hand and hold it up in front of him. What can you tell me about time magic?
Ah, yes, time magic. One magic I am not a master of is that it exists in different, say, sphere of magic. I have some control. I've been able to do some control over it, but jumping to different points in time is something I have never been able to master. Although there's one other person that has.
Oh?
But I have not had contact with him in many a years.
Hmm. Whatever this is, I feel like it may have a part to play in this, at least this current loop of events before things come to an end.
Yes, this person may have found a way outside of the loop of my father.
Hmm. Is there anything I can
But he,
assist you with?
I was just gonna say, he did tell me one thing. He has to be careful about who and when he meets at certain times, as it could cause other issues beyond his fixing.
Hmm.
But my advice would be to you is, if you're able to find the last embodiment, crystal of embodiment of time, would be able to help you with that further, which I believe is in the neighboring kingdom of Dragonsbane, if I recall.
I shall keep that in mind. Before we part, is there anything I can do for you in return for your help?
As long as you continue to gain knowledge, it is knowledge gained for me as well. As she kind of waves her hand as a book comes hovering down from one of the shelves, and it hovers before you.
Hmm.
It seems it has your name written on the cover, Nildir. Seems a lot thicker and bigger than some of the other books you've seen around here. Yours is quite the interesting read.
Hmm. I'd imagine so.
You open it up.
Hmm. I I don't. As much as I'd like to know, at the same time, I feel like anything that I could potentially see about my past would either only confuse me more because of the multiple recurring, just constantly bits and pieces being rewritten with each loop that I've most likely been through over the past, hold on, let me check, 30,000 years. It, I, I believe the best course of action would be to continue onward with a healthy optimism and believe that the answers will reveal themselves in time.
Very well.
As
As
needed.
she like lays her hands in the book, goes back into the shelf came out of. Yes, that's right. Remember now. As she starts waving her hand, as some like odds and ends and baubles that are kind of spewed throughout some of the tables around here kind of start flying up. As she takes like a necklace and attaches to them to it. Basically, you see kind of one of them. It's like got like three like decorations on it. One's a yeah, like a symbol of the flame, which is her symbol. A symbol of a the Allfather, kind of that Mobius strip, and a symbol of a clock. As you see, kind of like magic from she starts spinning her hands around, and like magic from this area starts swirling onto it and attaching onto it. As the item necklace glows, as she kind of makes it fly around your neck. Yes, that man told me to give you this when I finally met you.
If I may, do you happen to recall what the man looked like? Any distinguishing features?
Yes, he did tell me, unfortunately, not to tell you anything about him.
Understood.
As you now have a necklace of Arcana, where basically, as of right now, once a day you can regenerate up to a fourth level spell slot.
Nice.
Yeah, you get the good one from here, because this was supposed to be yours from the beginning.
Yeah, I kind of had the feeling that the Arcana one would be mine, and because the lyric had the Sonata one, and I think we had someone else, Mountain Blood, I think had his from the one of
Yeah,
the
his was the
war.
God of War, so he gets the, it was the thing that gives you advantage on stuff for everybody.
Yeah, he had the Kratos one.
Forgot exactly how I said I worded, but basically you can do something where everybody, if you're in it, it basically gives people pack tactics.
Nice.
I think that's how I worded it, right, Mountain Blood?
Yeah, it's like a war cry or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yay.
Oh yeah, and he did tell me that you'd want to look into the case of the mind control thing, which should coincide with your crystal, time crystal. God, he told me that so long ago.
The case of the mind control thing. Maybe the issue we're dealing with have something to do with the issue we're dealing with the parasitic insects.
Ah, yeah, the insects. That's what it was. The parasites. They go hand in hand somehow.
Oh, I've already have a strong suspicion that Edwin is responsible for this.
Well, not him per se. It's one of his underlings. Pull up her name. Doesn't know the name. Notes. Oh, yeah, she goes by the name of Naquel. I believe you've met her, if I recall.
We've had the unfortunate displeasure of meeting her.
Yes, her ex-husband has quite a few fun, explicit names to call her. I get a giggle out of some of them. They're quite funny.
Oh, I can only imagine. This I don't know how this cycle is going to end, but all I can really truly say is that I plan to do what I can to make this one count. Make it, whether it means breaking the cycle, whether it means something to make sure that events play out more favorably for as many as I can muster the ability to.
Yes, I do hope you can finally break this cycle. Time for it breaking is hopefully soon. You must be ready for it. The calamity will be upon you shortly. Hopefully my brothers you've been interacting with will be able to help you with this as well.
We shall do what we can to prepare, but only time will tell.
You see my brother Regulus, tell him it's time to start throwing his luck around in better places.
Hmm.
And to stop using his damn nickname.
Message received. Whoa.
And with that, you're back on the farm. Give me a perception check, everybody.
18.
Double tens.
Yeah, hold on. 8.
Okay, well, this is still blatantly obvious. Mira's not there.
What?
Everybody notices that. Jameson, you notice that there's also no people around. But the relic is in, not Mountain Blood's, Gildir's hand. and time seems to have
I,
passed.
I was going to ask, are there windows in this place?
I was just gonna say, you notice that it's a little dark out.
Well, that was weird.
Ilder, you now notice you're holding the relic in your hand.
Oh. Huh. Interessante. Am I wearing the necklace?
And you are wearing the necklace, yes.
Well, that was the thing that happened.
Alf, you got the cool stuff.
Are we standing or are we just kind of like splayed on the ground?
I'll say for funny sakes, you're splayed on the ground.
James is just going to kind of stand up and dust himself off. That was a new experience. Ugh. So, guys want to talk about something?
I mean,
like, what happened?
It was also my turn to get the cool thing because Mountain Blood got the cool thing last time when we went into the God of War's domain.
Pish posh. It's nothing, but still pretty cool.
What do you want to talk about, Jameson?
How the goddess of knowledge wants to end the cycle of death and rebirth?
What?
Oh, she was talking to you about ending the cycle?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming
Essentially,
she asked all of you, she asked you what you wanted. I, being slightly clever, decided to ask her what she wanted. Usually you don't get in contact with gods unless they want something from you.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
How can I put this to you delicately without breaking your fragile little mind?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, it appears that every so often, I'm not sure exactly how long or what the triggering effect is, but we are stuck in a... Oh god, the word escapes me. Timbo, help.
Time loop.
No, the beyond the loop is the shape.
Mobius strip.
We're stuck in a Mobius loop.
Mobius loop. Yep.
We're stuck in a Mobius loop where the events are playing out. History is repeating itself, but in slightly different ways each time. There are minor alterations each time the loop resets, and we are stuck in an endless cycle, a seemingly endless cycle of history, quite literally repeating itself, but slightly different each time. It appears what she wants is to break the loop to allow time to flow freely forward, but I don't know how long the loops last or what essentially the triggering effect is. I'd imagine it's what she's calling this cataclysm, maybe the triggering event that whatever history has, however it is played out in the past, is the triggering event that resets the loop back to the predestined time for history to play out once again with a slightly different outcome.
Mountain Blood and Nildir, give me a history check.
Mountain Blood's just sitting on the ground, like just touching the floorboards. Says, "Well, all our information."
22.
Shazam! Aw, nat 20 on the back end. 7.
Okay, above game, Zane, you were with the party when they were in the Underdark, correct?
What?
Oh boy.
When we went to the Underdark, you were there.
No,
correct?
we got him after.
They got me after the Underdark.
Shit, then actually you wouldn't know this. The only person that would have known this would be Mountain Blood. So I'm gonna say, just so I can get this out there, Mountain Blood, you got to roll with advantage on that history check.
Oh, goody! Hooray!
Because you're the only party member.
I'm still an OG.
Because Lyric wasn't there, or was there and would know this, but Jameson wasn't. So, Mountain Blood, you remember when you were in the Underdark? You saw the ruins of a city that was very similar to the capital of Sirius. It was slightly different, but it was very similar. Underground.
I will mention that to the group. That I had come across it. But it was familiar yet different at the same time. And they can take that information as they wish.
And that you stayed in an inn down there that was very similar to the Seven Sisters, too.
Jameson just kind of looks. Does the Emperor know this?
Felt like that was a long time ago.
Above game, I don't remember if you told him or not.
Felt like that was a long time ago. Maybe we can say
hold
we
on,
did.
hold on. So,
Like a realm within a realm, it felt like.
if there's looping going on, when it happens, we're the people reborn aren't aware of it.
I'd imagine not.
Above game, give me a religion check, everybody.
I'm gonna look at you right in the eyes and be like, yes.
Religion.
And Shabuski. 16.
Boom shakalaka. 24.
Okay, so Jameson, you remember that one of the things that the Allfather does, one of the main gods was when people die, their souls are reincarnated into something else in life. Be that another of the same species, a different one, just keep the amount of like souls and stuff throughout the realms balanced.
Yeah.
Skull and Nildir. Yeah, you know that the teachings of like the Allfather is like any soul is reincarnated, but the soul is reincarnated, but the memories are not.
Like a circle of life, just without the recall of past lives.
Which explains why I don't remember jack shit from any of the previous loops. Well, technically most of it, because my memories technically that I do have come from one of the previous loops. Which one? I don't know.
Probably one I said 30,000 years ago, correct?
You said he's like his age is like 30,000 years, so probably anywhere between the last 30,000 years.
That's hard to keep track.
It just kind of looks around at Mountain Blood and Nildir. I need something to drink. And he goes to a barrel and just punches it. It just starts drinking from it.
It makes your brain hurt, don't it?
Yeah, sometimes knowing is kind of a burden, which might also be a bit of a blessing that I don't remember my previous lives.
Ignorance can be bliss from time to time.
Jameson, as you're saying that, he as he's drinking, he's thinking, because it's what can we do? And he just starts thinking. As he stops drinking, he looks at you, Nildir. That actually might be the answer.
The answer isn't the question. What is the answer?
Kind of looks at Nildare Mountain Blood. Have you ever heard the saying that everybody dies twice? You die when your body naturally dies, and then you die
When you're
again
forgotten.
when the last person who knew you forgets you.
Blood continues to sit on the ground, rocking back and forth. Oh my goodness.
Well, while I was with the goddess, she showed me my book, which I didn't open for
That would have been cool.
a myriad of reasons outside of I know it's not finished yet. But she showed me what happens to someone else's book. He kind of explains in her library, every book in there is a book of a soul, a tree, whatever, of a living thing. And she showed me one that turns to ash when that thing is ceased to be remembered.
Dude.
So if we have some way of keeping remembrance of everyone and everything, the cycle can't crash. It can't reset.
What you're saying is we need to keep a journal or documentation of what we're doing?
Give me a quick
I don't know. This is
history
this
check,
is just
Jameson.
history check.
Seems like things can't die when they're written in a book.
Natural 20.
Okay, you remember the name of the book that you saw fade to dust? Let me see here. The name on that one was. Where's a good one from this?
Hold on, let me pull up my list of real names.
Yep.
I embraced.
The name was Fanny Villain.
What?
The Fanny Villain?
Actual name.
That Twitter that Blue Sky handle is the best. It's the best for just. I need an NPC name. Here we go. Here's one. Here we go. Right here.
Yeah, I just wanted to find a funny one from there quick.
So he's like, I don't know. I don't have an idea to propose to you. How do we do it? But there's a reason why she showed me that.
That's almost what it seems like. We should be taking notes on what we're doing for people to read in the future, so that way it can't be forgotten.
Well, perhaps if we can figure out what this cataclysm is and how to stop it, it may have some kind of impact on the flow of time.
But what if there would be a future cataclysm or something? Wouldn't it be good to have a reference point to it? That way people would know for the future? Because more times than not, aren't there books on what has happened? And actually, thought I had a book with. Do I have a book with me? Yeah, because I've got a book of 1 to 100 years of the Empire, which kind of shows documentation of everything that happened between years 1 and 100. So, wouldn't it be smart to have the cataclysmic book in case this were to make rear its head again? Like an adventure book. Because, say, for example, if we don't have anything documented right now, and we don't make it out, there will be no documentation of it if we wait till after.
So you're proposing a contingency of what we've learned up to this point in case that we fail, but we're also assuming that in case we do fail and the cycle restarts from the beginning again, that the recorded log of our history of what we learned will somehow survive the cataclysm.
Yeah, or maybe it could be put into maybe another plane of existence. In the meantime, just in
James is
case
going to
something
shake
happens.
his head. I don't think that will do us any good. It's if what you're saying is true, there is a near identical capital beneath the ground, and no one knows how many levels are there. How deep is this cycle going to end up? That book more than likely would never be seen again. No, what we need to make the circle straight. And the only way we can do that is if we keep memories.
Yeah, but we want to put that in a journal.
More than that, more than just writing it down, because it kind of looks, you would think other people or other existences that were in the loop did the same thing. They kept records of this happening. But no one in this existence besides us that we know of know this is happening.
And what if we come across another person, say, for example, like Nildir over here, who's come from a different point in time or point of existence, and they happen to have a book with them?
He doesn't remember
But
previous
if he had a book,
existences the same as us. He just knows his history of existence.
but if he had a book or something with
Above
him,
game, he was flung forward in time. He doesn't know what happened because he wasn't there
book
for it.
Would only have the history of his existence if he had one. And even if he had one, it would be similar enough to our history that people would go, well, whomever wrote it was just slightly wrong. No, we need people who will keep memories.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it sounds like we're not really thinking of the true answer, that we're just considering contingencies in the instance that we fail.
I'm not considering it contingencies. I'm considering the solution. And
so,
if what the goddess showed me is that a singular being's existence ends when they are forgotten, then we need to make sure at least someone is remembered. That would be the only way you could keep the loop from looping. You have then altered the rules.
you'd almost have to have like a fate weaver or something, someone that could do that.
Mm. It sounds rather straightforward, but at the same time, we have no idea how to even accomplish such a feat in a way that would be meaningful enough that it could withstand the forces we're trying to prevent from occurring in the first place. Because I'm not sure if I'm not sure if you've come to this conclusion, but we are talking about a force that exceeds the goddess of arcane magic herself.
We're talking about the Allfather, yes. And defying the Allfather.
Yeah, almost like we'd have to find the one above the Allfather.
Well, I've met the Allfather personally, and it seems, I'm not sure if it's completely incorrect, but I believe that chaos has some part that is at least somewhat responsible for the events that in relation to the looping of time. Chaos in those those weapons.
I think what we need to do as a first step, if we're talking about a first step, is figure out why we're in this loop. Which means we need to, as what you just said just hit. Wait, you said you know the Allfather?
I've spoken with the Allfather on multiple occasions, yes.
Can you do that at will? How?
It has to do with the magical forces that propelled me through time 1,000 years into the future that he happens to find interesting.
All right. So, since you are I'm assuming the only person in existence who ever speak with the Allfather, you are our best lead. Why are we stuck in this loop?
Well, right now, that is the million gold question.
Then let's get out of here and start researching. As he just kind of comes up to Nildir, pats him on the back, but like does like a nice little push to get you to walk forward.
Everyone give me an
just blew
intelligence
his
check.
mind. You have to understand he was raised in a monastery. He just spoke with a goddess, and now you claim you have spoken to the Allfather.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Above game, you've spoken to a couple other gods you haven't determined that are gods yet.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Wait, does that not including the vestiges that we've spoken to in the artifacts?
Yup.
Golden. Yeah, okay.
Because she actually alluded to you that I'm going to be nice and say, if you didn't pick up on it, she alluded to that you've talked to other people that were gods and that you didn't realize it yet.
Cool.
I'll be nice and let you in on that.
That's a trip right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Protege.
Cool. It's all
Also, everyone give me an intelligence check.
Yay.
intelligence.
It's
17. That's satisfactory.
14.
Yeah, Mountain Blood and Nildir, you just realized, where's Mira? He hasn't been here this entire time.
No, where's Mira?
What the fuck?
She gone.
Hold up. She has been here the entire time.
Huh. Maybe she had plant druid things to, I don't know.
The Brode just said he's not in a spot where he was gonna maybe stop by later, but he literally just posted in the D&D room that he's not gonna be able to join us. So hoping he'd show up, but I guess not. Oh well.
I guess not.
Okay, so yeah, what do you guys want to do then?
Time to go to the libraries?
To the libraries, maybe, perhaps. But then we'd have to go back to the capital for that. Because we're at the farm still.
Yeah, that's just outside the capital. You can get there with no issues.
Q. We can go back to the capital. We can do some research and.
As you walk outside, Mountain Blood and Neildeer, it's night out.
Ah, Stark.
Huh. Cool. Cool.
And with what you got with that intelligence check, Mountain Blood, you realize, yeah, you should probably get this artifact back to the castle for safekeeping in there.
Artifact castle now. Don't move. Because
True, fair.
who knows who's looking for it.
But at the same time, we've already used it, so it's effectively a paperweight at the moment, but it would probably be safe to get it into a secure location.
Yeah, capital now. First relic, then library.
Yes.
Because, yeah, we don't need this falling into the wrong hands.
Oh, I can do a thing.
You do that thing.
I can do a thing. I'm going to do the thing. I can do a thing. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the thing. Are you ready for the thing?
Do that thing.
What's the thing?
Tap it.
On our way back to the capital.
Uh-oh.
On our way back, since we're not that far out, I'm going to do this.
Hurt himself.
I'm going to send a message to Silo because I'm willing to bet he's either at the he may be at the capital, or at least he would be the most trustworthy person to send a message to. And I'm going to just say, found the artifact of Arcana, heading in to deliver it for safekeeping.
Heck yeah.
Do you say where you are?
Yeah, heading back from Northern Farms.
On our way.
On our way.
Okay. I will come grab you. See you in a minute.
1 minute. Dun-dun-dun.
So after a few minutes, you hear flapping as there we go. As the giant full draconic form of Silo lands in front of you. Ugh. Evening, gentlemen. Where's your druid friend?
She's somewhere. She'll appear at some point.
Ah, yes, let's get this back to the capital, back to the castle and into the reliquary so it's kept safe and sound.
Works for me.
Everyone hop on.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
As he flies you back and lands on that one balcony, gets you back to the capital lickety-split.
I'll never be able to get over that. That's so cool.
Hey, that works. That's good. I had a good idea.
As you land, you see a cloaked figure
Uh-oh.
standing there. Oh. Tylel, you're back. You kind of ran off really quick there while we were talking. Said something about you'll be right there. I see you had to go pick some people up, as he's reverted back to human form at this point. Yeah, Barnard's there.
Ah, Barnard. Barnard was the vampire, right?
Yep, the guy you knew from 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was remembering that correctly.
Nildir and your friends. How are you guys doing this fine evening?
Doing well.
Nildir, give me an intelligence check.
Cool. Boom. No, 10.
Okay, Mountain Blood and Jameson also give me an intelligence check with disadvantage.
No. Roll 5.
Come on, you can do it.
Well, 14.
13.
Okay. Nope, that's not enough to make it either. You need higher than that, because you guys don't know the information Nildir does. Did you guys meet this guy, Mountain Blood or Jameson? Did you meet this guy before? I can't remember.
I
James,
have
no.
recollection.
Mountain Blood, I believe, was.
I mean, I've been here since the beginning, so.
I believe we went and met him when when Skull was unavailable because he was off doing tournament stuff right after the Coliseum match, so he was not there. I think when we chased after and went down into the sewers.
Oh yeah, so it's basically only Mira and Nildir have met this person. Okay, so yeah, you would need higher checks than Nildir would have to make that pass.
I tried. I had too many good skill checks earlier, and it decided, nah, you're not ready for this info.
I don't believe we've met. As he kind of goes up and shakes your hand. You may call me Barnard. I'm an old friend of the Emperor himself.
Pleasure to meet you, Barnard.
He shakes your hand. He does a good grip as you can like feel your bones kind of crack in your hand. He's got a stronger grip than you'd think for a guy this size.
Wait, how tall is he?
He's normal, typical human, 5 feet something.
Okay. Let's say I'd be a little bit taller. My hands are probably a little bit bigger than his. So
Yeah, he's almost breaking your hands.
Strong grip. Wow.
And you are Jameson, I recall. I remember hearing tales of your adventures back when you were in the sailed aboard the Canis for Majoris. As he kind of shakes your hand. Wimpy?
No.
What's up?
He was shaking your hand, talking to you.
Oh yeah, he'll shake in response. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he does
look like he's
he
military.
also does a
he?
pretty firm grip as well.
Ooh.
Like he's testing your
Really?
strength.
I'll contest strength with that.
Nice.
So hold
just a
on,
second here.
hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Aha! Because technically, handshakes are grapples.
That's not
I've
the
thought
book I
about it
want.
that way before. Oh boy.
Did I give his
Because I'm using that as a bonus action, but I want to kind of, if he ends up losing the contest of strength, I want to do kind of like a judo throw at him, just to test him. Oh, you want to test me? I'll test you.
Did you test these? Oh.
half-ass this character sheet. Hope I do have a. Okay, let me roll. And yeah, he beats yours.
Oh, okay. So it's just like Jameson's just holding his hand. He goes to move and he just like can't.
Yep.
As he lets go, James kind of shakes his hands like, or no, like literally, Jameson is shaking his own hand. Ugh, like a vice.
Yep.
Because I made him fun. I made him initially as a. He is a what is he? Assassin rogue. But then he got turned into a vampire, so his strength got jacked up too. So I gave him, because I kind of cheated with him, I gave him Jack for strength. Then I got to boost it to 18. So what brings you guys to the castle with such haste tonight?
We have this. Dun, dun, dun.
I see you have recovered another relic. I knew you guys were hunting those, and I guess you're keeping them safe in the castle is a good idea, so people can't use them for ill intent. Given that, keep them out of the hands of you-know-who.
No, I
Yes.
don't know who.
Do we know what?
Yeah, that is the best way to keep them out of the wrong hands.
Oh, have you not filled in your friend on our mutual enemy?
Mountain Blood, you're well familiar with the our common thorn in our side, Namek.
Yeah, I was just trying to make a joke. That's all. Not bad.
What would Jameson have to roll to know that name?
History with disadvantage.
12?
Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, you'd probably need a nat 20 for that even to have a chance, because that name is not muttered anywhere outside of the inner circle of the Emperor.
He who must not be named character.
Jameson just kind of looks. Yeah, Namek.
That guy. Yeah.
Do you remember the undead attack about was about a year ago now, correct?
Jameson would remember that. As
Yeah,
he
that
was,
that you would know
helping
about. I'm
people
not
in
even
the
going to ask you
city.
to roll for that.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
doing some of the
Jameson-
defense for it.
Yeah, Jameson would have been somewhere with the garrison unit and in the streets of the city trying to defend people, much as he did with the what happened in town a couple days ago.
I suppose they just set that out as just a few necromancers trying to be funny. But yes, there was a man behind that has been a thorn in the Empire's side since its founding. An ancient lich by the name of Namek.
How ancient?
About 1,000 years?
He kind of looks over at Nildira. How old are you? And I'm not talking like physically age, but like when were you born and how long ago was that?
Well, in this cycle, I was sent forward about 1,000 years.
You asked it that way on purpose, didn't you, Wimpy?
Yes. Jameson's not dumb. He just he's being a monk, he's wise, so he would know how to ask questions. Just, you know, he's just not the book smart. He's more religious smart. or more street smart than anything.
Okay.
So Barnard will poke up. Yes, he came to power around the same time the first emperor was crowned. He is a long-standing foe to the empire itself.
And Jameson was there when Nildir was being friendly with the Emperor, right? I think we've met with the Emperor as a group with Jameson.
Yeah, I believe
there.
you did.
I believe so, yeah.
And you were real friendly with the Emperor, Nildir. Do you personally know the Emperor?
I'm familiar with the Emperor.
I'm gonna insight that. That seems Jameson's gonna insight that.
Roll
That's
deception,
12.
Nildir.
Did I lie though?
Could I argue advantage since I am smelling deception on this, that it's like you've just admitted you're 1,000 years old and you were super friendly with this dragon who's also 1,000 years old, and you know of a lich that's 1,000 years old,
And you know this vampire that's over 1,000 years old. Although
So
you
could
don't
I
know
argue
he's a
this is-
vampire, no, you don't know he's 1,000 years old yet, so that I won't count. But
that there's enough evidence that has been talked about recently that I'm going, hold on, I really can't believe you right now for that to be a natural 20 on insight.
and you are kind of stretching the truth, Nildir. So, and I will say yes. Based on your argument, you can have advantage on that. So roll good, Nildir.
I'd have to nat 20 to match it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. No.
Wouldn't have mattered. 6. Nice.
No.
Jameson just narrow eyes at you as you just kind of do like the hand on the back of your head, and all right.
Barner goes up to him. No, you should probably tell him, given that he's eventually going to be a target of Namek anyways, because of his. He kind of eyes at your relic that you have on right now.
Yes, I essentially, at least in this loop of history, am from the same time as the Lich Namek. I am from 1,000 years ago. I know our friend Barnard here. I'm very well familiar and acquainted with Silo the dragon. I knew when he was just a young worm. I am familiar with the Emperor as well.
So it's the same Emperor from when you jumped.
Yes.
Because common people don't know he's a dragon, right?
Oh no, they know he's a dragon. They've never did that.
Okay. Okay. So
The Emperor's not the
first
dragon.
Emperor.
Silo's not the Emperor.
I'm not saying Silo's the Emperor, but the Emperor is a dragon.
Emperor's not a dragon.
Timmy, isn't he the dragon that came and took out all the undead?
No, that was the. Silo did come and take out the undead. The Emperor came out and wiped out more of them with his ridiculous sword.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
His sword has
Emperor's
basically
human.
a special version of Meteor Swarm that you can cast once a week.
Okay. I confuzzled that and blended it all through. But is the Emperor today the same one that you knew in the past?
Yes.
All right, so he's immortal.
Yes, he kind of.
Yeah, essentially.
Barna
Yes.
goes. It was the wish that was made upon the relics of chaos 1,000 years ago.
So with this wish, could we wish for anything?
Essentially, yes.
How many of these relics are there?
There are 4.
How many do we have in the castle now?
Of the ones of the Relics of Chaos, 0.
None in the castle, per se. We have possession of one, just not in the castle. It's in the possession of Mira.
Where is Mira?
We don't know. She disappeared when we went into the artifact, and we don't know where she went.
Where
Find
are
out
the
next
other
time
artifacts?
Find out next time.
on D&D.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
I'm assuming that someone or something currently possesses the other 3 artifacts.
Oh, we know where the
Given
other
as
3
though-
are.
Where are they at?
One of them is in possession of someone over in Idfell. One of the Grail's subordinates has the staff. Old King Dragonsbane over in Dragonsbane has the hammer. Oh yeah, then the dagger is in Namek's, one of his underlings' hands.
So, gentlemen, he kind of looks at Nildare and Mountain Blood. We have found the solution to the problem that was presented to us by the goddess of knowledge.
Right.
We gather the 4 relics of chaos and wish for time to become a straight line.
And that will be the end of it.
There's only one way to find out.
That is quite a possibility.
And I think with that line, that's actually a good place to end it for the day, I believe.